Hey there, Dave Gardner here, and I just want to let you know with MemoryPlace or pickvids.com, you can actually get all of the memories from any event that you're going to attend from this point forward, whether it's a wedding, a graduation party, a football game, basketball game, lacrosse game, any kind of game, or even a family reunion, or maybe it's even a celebration of life. You have an easy way to get those pictures and those memories for everyone to share. And so all you have to do is look in this area over the left and you can create yourself a free account today and you can test it out. And so I just want to share you what it would look like when you create an event. Some examples that I've come up with and used. For example, I teach chemistry, and if students do stuff in my lab or they make something or they're finding something cool or a little event that happened in the lab, I give them extra bonus points if they want to share, because then I can use that to promote future labs and to, get other ideas and examples as things go on. So what you have here, you have some text at the top. That would be, oops, sorry about that. That would be your event name. Then you have basically subtitle, maybe some directions telling you what you want. And then you could also add a video, or a picture, or you could leave that out. And so all they have to do is click that button there and they can enter videos or they can enter pictures. So all they would have to do is go onto their computer, add the material they wanted. Then they have the option to be notified when the event goes live, or they can decline that, and they'll also get an opportunity to create their own free account as well so they can test out the cool software. So that's one with my chemistry. I did it with my volleyball playing daughter, and I gave a QR code printed on a little piece of paper to all the parents, and they absolutely loved it. And so they end up doing a whole slew of pictures and photos throughout the season that one of the other dads even took and made a highlight video of at the end of the year. So if you play any sport, this is perfect for highlight videos. Or if you're doing recruiting, maybe you can pull off a video clip that you didn't realize your son or your daughter or your child was in, and they can use that to recruit. Or if you just want to get videos that you might be able to use as a coach so that you can see from different angles and maybe different perspectives instead of maybe the main one that's up in the booth, and you want to get different angles of how things actually went down so you can actually collect these videos and pictures. And so another one I did is for, and actually the next two are for books that I have published. One is called The $2 Secret. And so inside the book, I actually put a QR code for people to take a picture of the book, like I'm doing right here, to either send me a picture of the book or their testimonials. Same thing I did with my lacrosse book. So any testimonials they have, all they have to do is click. So again, the main thing is you have a headline, you have basically a subhead, you can put any details you want with them, you can add a photo, and then all they have to do is click and upload. It's as simple as that. So if we actually go inside the member area, this is what I'm looking at on my member area. Obviously, when you start, yours would be blank. All you have to do is create a new event. And again, there's a few places where you can create details. And so the main text, so for example, this bold text right here, share your chemistry pictures with Mr. Gardner or West Genesee girls volleyball, $2 secret, that main text would go right here in the event. That's the name of the event. There is a max number, so you'll just have to play around with that, but that should be plenty of space. And then the custom greeting is this lower portion right here. For example, if you take a picture of the demo or the lab, share it, so on and so forth. Please share those awesome volleyball highlights. For example, please share your $2 secret book pictures and testimonials. Share your best lacrosse photos and videos, so on and so forth for future training. So lots of options in what you put here. The slug is what you want your link to be. So for example, if we look at the end of each of these, sorry, I keep going back to that one. Each of these will have a slug, but what happens is the system will change that. And so obviously these details have incorporated it through the system. But if you were going to share, if you notice there's just a lot of other junk here, and you don't have to worry about that. You would never have to tell anyone that or memorize that. What your slug is, and I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to show you the last thing here is the picture, and then you create and upload it, and then you create your memory. Click create memory. But the slug, see where it says MemoryPlace.com, go pick, is basically if I hover over this, if you take a look down in the bottom corner of the screen, it says MemoryPlace.com/GOMS, then basically $2 secret. So that slash at the end is what would show up, and that's what you would share. So for example, if I copy the link, notice it says it's copied to the clipboard, and I open up a new window and I paste that, notice that $2 secret was at the very end. This first part is going to always be the same. This last part is known as the slug, and so that's going to be created and it's going to be tied in directly to your account. And so if I close that out and I copy and go down to the volleyball one and I copy that link instead, open up a new window and paste that link. Notice the beginning is the same, memoryplace.com/GOMS, and then the slug is the WG Girls Volleyball. So you can create that slug or that event so that you remember what that event is related to. Therefore, if you're going to post this on social media, it would make more sense to do that. So, for example, if we do open up Facebook, bear with me here for a second as I log into my account. And if I go and I want to actually get pictures, I can actually share that slug. So, for example, if we do something like this, please share any volleyball season pics you might have. Now, the people actually see the slug. There's a related part here, WG Girls Volleyball, and then there is information that you can change. Now, this is just a general link because it's going to the main platform, but it will be going to your page. What I would recommend, you could probably edit this picture out. And for example, on my volleyball picture, obviously I have this image with the letters of the school name, the mascot, the tearing, the claws tearing through the paper or whatever. And so I would probably update that just so it's not the generic thing. But again, this is what the people would see. And then obviously they're redirected, and what they're going to go to is obviously this page here. All they have to do is then click and upload. And so just to show you how quickly it works, I'm going to go into one of the ones that doesn't really have any. The volleyball one has a lot in there. I'm not going to add anything in there. A beta test, I'll just do it with the book one just because we've been dealing with the book. And so an example of what you're going to see, or what the people would see on their end, they're going to go to that place. Now, there's two ways you can do the link. Again, I just showed you the first way. The first way is just to copy the upload link. The other way is to get a QR code. In the software, the system automatically populates a QR code for you. So all you have to do, you can download and click the button, and that will download it to your computer. You could do a screen capture if you wanted. You could right click and save the image as. And so you have lots of options of how you want to get that QR code. Then you could add that QR code. So like I said, I actually shared that with my teammates and my daughter's teammates and her parents, and they absolutely loved it. And so at the games, they would start to upload games. So throughout the whole year, they had games that were actually added. So when you actually send them the QR code or the link itself, obviously they're going to go to that thing. Now, if we look back here, we'll get rid of this. Notice there are 0, 0. There's videos and pictures. So there's no videos and there's no pictures. And so I'm going to go back to that link, and I'm just going to upload a random picture just to show you how it actually works and what they will actually look like. So here we are, a picture of me just randomly holding a carving from when I was overseas, and we're going to start the upload. Within seconds, boom, it goes. And as I said, people will be given the opportunity to opt in so that they know about when that event is private or public. Now, they want to obviously be able to see the pictures. If you're at a wedding or something, everyone wants to see the pictures. But you might want to go through all your pictures first just to make sure that, some of the pictures might be really grainy or maybe out of focus, or maybe it's just inappropriate, or maybe there's something embarrassing in it. And, maybe you got two of the same ones and you want to limit that. So you might want to go through it and have a few days before the event launches, or after the event took place, before you launch the pictures from the event, And what you're going to do then is you're just going to change one little link. So in your members area right here, notice how this one is green and this one's orange. This one is green. No one can see it yet because it's not public. But this volleyball one is also already public, so everyone can see it. Even to this day, if they have the link, they can go back and see the videos and they can download them, so on and so forth. So when they're at that option, they have the opportunity to provide their name, provide their email, and then what will happen is the system will automatically send them an email as soon as you click that Make Public button. Now, on the other hand, you can also follow up with those people as well, because they're going to be in a separate email campaign where you can then follow up with them and talk to them about the event, or maybe remind them to send pictures, or maybe if they had other pictures, you could actually talk about that, or maybe they want to get together again, or you want to refresh their memory about some of the things that were mentioned at, maybe like the toast or the speech. And so you can actually touch base with those people. And so let's say whether they put it in or not, the cool thing after this is that they now have an opportunity to actually join and become a member and to test out and create their own account. And again, they can deny that as well, but they have that opportunity and they can actually get in and create their own account as well, which is really, really cool. And if you're doing something on the end of a business to build, this is a perfect opportunity because it doesn't really require stressful contact. Sorry about that. I got an alarm going off testing me to do something else, and it is ready to go every 10 minutes, so I'm going to put that on hold. Anyway, when they actually submit their stuff, again, if you were to do this as a business, then you could earn a commission from the sale. Just like, to be honest, I will earn a commission if you decide to upgrade your account. So it is a really great opportunity that the system does the work by collecting the lead and collecting and giving the opportunity to join and create their own account at the same time. And so what we need to do, notice it says, thank you for contributing to the $2 event. You know, if you want to go and add more, or to find more. So I can actually go through the process again and hit, oh, wait, maybe I do want to add more pictures, or, oh, maybe I do want to try out more about MemoryPlace. I can check it out and it will bring me back here and I can actually find out. And again, you can actually create a free account on that first page. And so if we go back to my account, notice again, it's 0 over 0. I'm going to refresh the page and it's going to say 0 and 1 because I just uploaded a picture. And so once this uploads, notice it now is at 1, and now I can go view those pictures. And so this one picture so far, again, is the one of me. Nothing too fancy, but again, there I am holding a statue, or a carving, I should say, from when I lived overseas. And I can decide whether I want it or not. I want to keep it or not because we're not worrying about it right now. I'm just going to go through. I'm going to check this and delete. Notice a key feature. I can't delete the picture unless I actually click on the picture. So if I were to accidentally just click delete, it wouldn't delete everything. You have to click the image first, then you can go through and delete it. And then it will delete the assets. I'm going to go back into my account, the dashboard, and just to show you an example of what a full one looks like that has a lot more pictures. And so if we go back into the dashboard, the volleyball one, the actual page, once it's opened, if we want to view the website, I can actually share this link in a website or in an email or in a follow-up message or through a text message. And what happens is now we can go through and notice there's, you know, over 10 pages of stuff, whether it's videos, whether it's images. It's a combination of two, and it's a great little timekeeper or time capsule for the kids, for the families, for anyone who's involved. And so again, whether it's a sport, whether it's a family event, whether it's just something you want to do. For me, for example, I'm doing it for teaching. Whether you're in a business or not, there's a lot of opportunities in where you can find that MemoryPlace will be beneficial to you. So all you have to do is click the link below, or you can go to picvidz.com, and that's picvidz.com, and you'll also be brought back to this main page that I showed you here originally, and you can actually test it out. So it doesn't cost you anything to test it out, and there are different packages depending on how much you would want, maybe how long you would need to keep the service. So all you gotta do is read through the page and you can find out more. If you have any questions, just leave your comments below, and I look forward to talking to you and helping you share your memories.